Volunteer here.
Kenny will do it.
Who's gonna do this? No, Kenny has been doing it with me. He's the only one.
Come on, get it. There you go, Alex.
You're so super automatic. You are so good.
Well, I can ask you. I saw some of the packages in there.
What we're doing with your super automatics now is we shrink wrap, we put some protection around it, and shrink wrap it, yes, and shrink wrap every single one before it ships.
Sidebar.
Those
At home?
caught my eye.
Like part of the team?
Yes, yes. I was at the factory of the super automatics. I was not happy with the packaging.
Okay.
I'll break it out.
Yeah, I'll do it this way.
I don't
Yeah, that's the hardest one.
Someone's gonna get in there.
Yes,
You give me the tool that doesn't work. That's
Can we bring the crowbar with us when we do this?
Better.
You probably should. I bought a screwdriver, but I didn't have a crowbar,
Can
but
you
they
get it on the
did.
plane?
I already lost more screwdrivers and crowbars. And no crowbars, but screwdrivers on the plane.
Yeah, that short husky. Yeah.
That's it.
$4 cheapo at the counter in Home Depot. It'd be nice to have that crowbar, but how many of our customers?
Have them.
Yeah.
where the box
And if they do, the guy in the doctor at home.
It needs
Oh,
to be
no,
turned
it's
around
Or
again.
if they had it
I gotta
on-
rotate it too? Yeah, rotate it.
No, it's correct. It's correct. So,
Am I right?
Oh, yeah.
I've been there, done that too.
Absolutely.
I'm not gonna open it, but it's the same leg you saw for the grill.
Right.
Thickest, 6 inch. Yeah, good leather.
Oh, yeah.
So these are the.
That's all you're going to have to
It's
do.
all, yeah. And you leave it or lose it or break it.
But what I want to show you here,
My suitcase
the
now
radius
is
that go on top of the burner.
screwdriver,
Now we'll open it.
all purpose.
I have an Allen,
They're just ready to
I
go.
got an Allen.
what do you call it, Swiss Army Allen. I forget.
Now what I want to show you here is this.
I'll try to get in there. Sorry, buddy. That's okay.
You see that?
Yeah.
Every one of them is packaged separately. It's oiled inside. Most of the import, even the domestic ones, I see them arriving to the customer already rusted up because this is iron. This is iron. So when it comes from overseas, they arrive, they're already rusted up. This thing, look, I mean, it's been now 3 weeks, 4 weeks in here, and longer than that. It's been 4 weeks in the ocean, and zero rust. It's full of oil around, and each one of them is packaged in plastic.
Cool. Differentiate.
What you are looking at is
The burner?
yeah,
Oh. Okay.
it's the radiant that goes on top of the burner.
Sort of like your,
Yeah.
Okay. Now there is a kit. Some people prefer the lava rock, so there is a kit that we can add to this if the customer wants it in a 2-foot charbroiler. You need 2 kits. Kits come in increment of 12 inches.
Okay.
So 12, if you buy the kit, it's a great iron grate. Unlike this one, it's like a pancake. You've seen those grates that look like a pancake kind of squares. It's put over here instead of this. You remove this one, you put the grate, and then you put the lava rock on top of it, and then you put this grate on top.
Top of that.
Okay.
Now, you were saying you have a lot of
I was
customers.
going to bring up the slideshow. I don't want to take up a lot of time here, but I have issues, so I'll bring it up later.
Okay. This come in, everyone, the griddle, this comes in sizes of 15 inch, 24, 36, and 48. We don't do 72. We stop at 48. The 15 inch doesn't come with lava rock because we don't have a 15 inch grate for the lava rock.
Are
So
we
the
able to
lava
get
rock,
one?
I'm sorry,
Are we able to get one? Because the dealer's already asking me for them.
for the 15, how many? Half a container?
I don't know. They're just saying, they're
No, I'm
just
just
saying that
kidding.
why did you
I can
do
ask the
that?
question.
I can
What we did is we run the numbers as to how many units were we selling in the old lava rock. It wasn't big. My experience is at Star, we were not selling that much lava rock. So I said, you know what, if I can have an option of a kit for the 24, 36, and 48, I'm fine. I will skip the 15. Lo and behold, I told myself, somebody on the first meeting will ask for a 15-inch lava rock.
There he is.
Yes.
You won't be here at the next meeting.
I see the trend. People,
That's your job,
You see a
right?
trend, exactly.
I will ask the question. I will ask the question. Okay, it's just they have to tool a 15-inch grate, and already the 15 inch is not that common.
Right.
Now you own it with lava rock as well.
It's cheaper
By the
under
way,
the
the old line didn't have, if you remember, didn't have the backsplash. We have the grates and then
Dropped off.
it dropped off. This is really at the standard of Star, better than APW, okay, and better than anything else that is out there. So it's cool. Better looking equipment. I'm not gonna lift it. It has exactly the same look. And that's another thing, that if the customer wants a griddle and a char roller, and it happens always, you saw it in our presentation at NACS, this thing lines up perfectly. It's the same depth. Even at South Bend, we had different depth for the griddle than the char roller. Don't ask me why, okay? But designed back, God knows when, they designed it lesser depth for the char roller. This line lines up perfectly. So, stainless steel burner, and the rest of the details are in the catalog. But as you can see, opening it and presenting it, you're not gonna do that for the guy who plans to order 4 or 5 pieces. Okay, the rep should be able to convince that guy, hey, give me a shot, give me the order. But for the Centrals of the world, for the L&J who used to buy 400 to 600 fryers a year, I was not gonna let him go look for alternative. I needed to strike a deal. Him buying 300 fryers, meaning he's back in our bank as far as fryers is concerned. He's going to continue to buy fryers. With Central, because it's a big opportunity, we did the exact same thing I did in here. Am I missing something, Brian?
I don't think so. I mentioned before you got here this morning how important the packaging is for a guy like Central who is reselling it all over the country, and they don't have to worry about damage. And not only does it come to them in good shape, but when they ship it out, their customer's not going to call them and say
That's
this
right.
isn't right.
And I know that Economy in San Francisco,
Yes.
they have a deal. They had a deal with Wells Manufacturing, a sister company of Star, okay, which is a very rugged looking piece of equipment, very good piece of equipment, but very rugged. It's not about making it won't make the kitchen look good, but they liked it and they settled on it. I'm not sure if they're still buying Wells or they switched to Star. But even people who are committed to Star or APW or Wells Manufacturing, just take a look at their showroom. You will find that they still have that import for the lower rate. This thing, at the prices that we will put together, and before you leave here, we'll have a pricing metrics for you. It will be 15 to 20% below what Star and APW is selling it for.
That's great. So you don't have to be in the club. then.
So even if he doesn't gonna give up, if I were to visit Economy, my word is gonna be, hey, Jeff, if you don't wanna give up your wells, I'm fine. Just give up the Rankin Deluxe and the other Chinese brands that are worth nothing compared with this.
What I was going to say is that in my quick exploration of my territory, seeing 30 dealers, medium and large, the countertop area is one of two things. It's either well presented, where it has 3 to 4 tiers of quality, so it's well thought out in merchandise, or it's a hodgepodge of they had to buy an extra unit to make free freight. And so they have a Rankin and they have an APW.
And the
there's no
returns that
Rank-
they bought and the customer
a
sent back.
Centaur, I'd never heard
Centaur.
of it.
Centaur
I've
is
never even
a-
heard of them
It's
before.
ABC's private label.
Okay.
Yes, yeah, you will find
So-
it at the ABC dealers they sent out.
So it's just a mishmash, and this is an opportunity to go in and say, are you in the countertop business?
Yeah.
Because we have something that's beautifully engineered, beautifully designed, reasonably priced, and you've got a countertop lineup.
This unit, and the hot plate,
Yeah.
which I didn't open it because
Yeah, it's a
you know it's a $12 million line for Star. Okay, it is at least an $8 million line for APW. So we're looking for $1 million or $2 million. I'm serious. We're looking for $1 million or $2 million. That 1 million, first million might come from Central. If we hit on everything they want to do, it might come from Central. I mean, he said it. It was Keith who said it. Okay. By the time we do dual branding, and we're putting pressure on them, if they're interested in dual branding the fryer, well, then we'll dual brand this. But they just 7 months ago, 8 months ago, they struck a deal with Star. They're buying the Toastmaster line dual branded for them with their name on it. This thing will knock that one out of the ballpark, because the Toastmaster is really light duty. It's not even medium duty. This is bordering heavy duty, and at lesser than medium duty prices. Why is it? Because at Star, our margins on this was 38%, give or take. In here, we're working with 15 to 18%. And I'm saying, to seed this line, let's just salvage this dying called food service line, the cooking equipment line. It's a dying line. We've lost half of it in the last 3 years. Let's salvage it by putting volume out there. We can work on margins later. When you start selling 2-3 millions of this, I can go back and renegotiate the prices on this guy. We're going to be giving price increases 3%, 3.5%, 4%. We'll recover our margins from it. But right now is the opportunity to sell a lot of it, because this is the ground level, the entry level. We have the product. We are hungry for the business. We're not greedy with margins. Let's just do it. You can complain to me later when we